A hydrangea love affair, growing the penny mac. The penny mac hydrangea. The name itself evokes images of lush greenery and vibrant blooms. And let me tell you, this hydrangea lives up to the hype. For years, I struggled with finicky flowers in my garden. Roses seemed to require constant coddling, and lilies, well, they just weren't my style. Then, I stumbled upon the penny mac, and it was love at first sight, or should I say, first bloom. This particular hydrangea variety has become a cornerstone of my garden. Its rich green foliage and captivating blooms, which can range from a breathtaking blue to a soft pink, add a touch of magic to my little piece of paradise. But beyond its beauty, the penny mac is surprisingly easy to care for, making it perfect for novice gardeners like myself. Now, I'm not one for flowery prose, pun intended, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Here's everything you need to know about bringing the penny mac hydrangea into your own garden. Penny mac hydrangea versus endless summer. I've grown penny mac hydrangeas and find their bright pink blooms to be stunning and resilient, thriving in my garden with minimal fuss. Endless summer hydrangeas, on the other hand, have impressed me with their ability to rebloom throughout the summer, offering a more consistent show of color. Penny mac hydrangea versus Nico blue. Comparing penny mac to Nico blue, I appreciate the hydrangea Nico blue for its classic, rich blue flowers that add a timeless touch to my landscape. However, the penny mac's adaptability and long-lasting blooms make it a more reliable choice for my climate. How to grow penny mac hydrangea. Planting your penny mac is a breeze. Here's what you'll need. A healthy penny mac hydrangea, available at most nurseries. A shovel. Rich, well-draining soil, loamy soil is ideal. Mulch, optional, but recommended. Finding the perfect spot. Light is key for penny macs. They thrive in partial shade, with a preference for morning sun. Avoid scorching afternoon sun, which can fry the delicate blooms. Aim for an area that receives around 4 hours of sunlight daily. Planting process. Dig a hole twice the width of the hydrangea's root ball and slightly deeper. Amend the soil with compost or other organic matter to improve drainage and nutrient content. Gently remove the hydrangea from its pot, taking care not to disturb the roots. Place the hydrangea in the hole, ensuring the top of the root ball sits level with the surrounding soil. Backfill the hole with amended soil, tamping it down gently to remove air pockets. Water deeply at the base of the plant. For extra moisture retention and weed control, consider adding a layer of mulch around the base of the plant, keeping it a few inches away from the stem. How to prune penny mac hydrangea. The good news is that penny macs require minimal pruning. However, a little snip here and there can encourage bushier growth and even larger blooms. The right time. The best time to prune your penny mac is after the flowers have faded, typically in late summer or early fall. Avoid pruning in late winter or early spring, as this can remove flower buds that have already formed. Pruning tips. Use sharp pruning shears for clean cuts. Remove spent flower heads by cutting just above a healthy pair of buds. For bushier growth, you can also selectively prune some of the older stems back to a healthy set of buds. Avoid cutting into new growth, as this will reduce the number of blooms for the following season. What color will my penny mac hydrangea be? This is a question that often piques the curiosity of new penny mac owners. The fascinating thing about penny macs is that the flower color can be influenced by the soil pH. Blue blooms. Craving that classic hydrangea blue? Aim for acidic soil with a pH level between 5.0 and 5.5. You can achieve this by adding aluminum sulfate to the soil around the base of the plant. Pink blooms. If your heart desires soft pink blooms, your soil should be slightly acidic to alkaline, pH between 6.0 and 7.0. To encourage pink blooms, you can add lime to the soil. A word of caution, don't go overboard with soil amendments. Test your soil's pH level before making any drastic changes, and adjust gradually over time. Where to buy penny mac hydrangea? Finding your very own penny mac is quite easy. Look for reputable nurseries or garden centers in your area. You can also check online retailers specializing in hydrangeas. Choosing a healthy plant. When selecting your penny mac, look for a plant with healthy, green foliage and plump buds. Avoid plants with wilting leaves or signs of pests or diseases. Bonus tips for happy penny macs. Water your penny mac regularly, especially during hot and dry periods. Aim for deep watering that soaks the root zone. Fertilize your hydrangea in early spring with a balanced fertilizer formulated for flowering shrubs. Deadheading spent blooms throughout the season can encourage additional flowering. Protect your pennymac from harsh winter winds by mulching heavily around the base of the plant in late fall. With a little love and these simple care tips, your pennymac hydrangea will reward you with years of stunning blooms, transforming your garden into a haven of beauty and serenity.